शुभं करोति कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदा शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योति नमोस्तुते.
Very good evening again, parents. Today is my topic, students' behavioral issue and how to handle them. Here, I am putting my points from the point of view of an educator, but definitely even I have kids at home and I have observed students' behavior in last 21 years. And on the basis of my experience, what I have faced in the current year, I have taken this topic, which is very close to my heart. Now, first thing you have to see is what is behavior. When we say, it may be for the kid, for us, or for any person, the way in which one act or conduct oneself, especially towards other. When we say hi to someone, and then person is not responding in a proper way, what we will say? Your mood is not good today. You are not behaving in a particular way which you used to do it daily. So there is a particular way to behave with others, which we believe that society accepts us in that way. So there is a mature person behaves in that particular way. So when we observe there is a behavioral issue, when we see a pattern of disruptive behavior in children, in adult, that lasts for months and cause problem at home, at school, in other social situation. As I told you, if I am not having good mood today, maybe I will not reply you hi properly. But the next day when I am going to meet you, again, I will be same bubbly girl. So you will say, okay, today you're in good mood. But again, if a child is behaving continuously for a longer period in particular behavior, maybe shy, maybe very angry, maybe aloof, maybe showing aggression to particular situation. So there is a ticking bomb a parent, educator need to understand here, that why each child behaving in particular behavior. Because we always believe the child should behave as we expect from them, which is not true. They are young adults. They are tiny adults. They also have mood. They also have their behavior in different. So as a parent, I will advise you, as an educator, I will advise you, try to understand their mood also. As we are not in good mood when we are having a lot of pressure, or we have traveled, or when we have come from work, the same mood the child also has. So we have to respect that. But again, as I told you, if the pattern is for the longer time, more than a month, 2 months, child is behaving in different way. The child was behaving, now the behavior is changed. He or she is hiding things from you. He or she is very vocal or maybe loud in the behavior, is not eating properly, is eating too much, is trying to speak up but not able to express. आप नहीं समझोगे, आपको बोलना ही बेकार है. So somewhere there is an issue which we need to address here. So first issue which I am going to deal here with the psychological distraction. Now see, as ma'am discussed just now, that she has observed particular pattern of behavior among the children after the pandemic. So what are the reason for that? See, we all were stuck up in our home for more than 1.5 years. And we adults, we can cope up with that kind of pressure. But what about the tiny young generation who were not allowed to meet friends, play, share, have a social life? So they were totally disconnected from this real world. And what has happened because of that? When we say my child is continuously using mobile, we have given mobile to them. They have not asked for it. Have mobile and eat your fruit, have mobile and finish your homework. So somewhere we have given the offer, or that situation where they have to distract themselves from the particular situation. So here are certain features which you need to understand: fatigue, sadness, anxiety, avoidance of social situation, fear, anger, mood swing. This I observe in my 8, 9, 10 standard students very frequently when they joined me in last year, December month. I was really worried. A child gets angry and start hitting on the table. A child is angry, he start showing finger to friend, start showing anger towards the teachers also. And when I used to call the child used to say, "Ma'am, I don't know why I am not able to control my emotion." So here it was a really pattern of behavior. And then I understood that because they were at home for last 2 years, if at all this pandemic situation, if you are not going to consider, then also they get fatigue. They may get sadness because their mood is not good. They are anxious because always this exam, that exam, competitive exam, do best from other, always be on top. And especially this age group children are very body conscious also. They want to look good always because they want to be a perfect in the society, and that is why they avoid social situation. They avoid to go to birthday parties, marriage functions, just on the basis of how you're looking, why your hairs are so short, why pimples on your face, why you're looking so chubby, why you're so thin. And they feel very angry when they get such kind of situation. And fear. When I talk about fear and anger, we all were in the situation. So when I'm talking about different mood swings, as I said, when we are adult, we would have mood, but child cannot have a mood. Why so? Why so? We kneel down to their stubbornness when they ask for ice cream, a toy. But why don't understand their mood when they are not in mood to study? Let them play for some time. Let us have a schedule for them. So as a parent, as your educator, I always suggest my teachers also, even try to understand. As a parent also, I will try to suggest you kindly understand your child's mood and try to adjust. It doesn't mean allow them to play for 20 hours, allow them to not study, no. But again, certain situations, we need to understand their mood also, their different situations also, and deal as per it. Now, how to relieve this kind of distresses? First thing, to all my children, all my students, all my Abhayan, all the students out there, stay positive. Because they are in the age group that they always conscious about their body, about their studies, about their things which they belong to. They are very, very curious about the things which is belonging to them. Stay positive, self-love and compassion. Love yourself. You are one of the best and you are unique. That thing your parent may be telling you, maybe not telling you, but they love you and they love you from core of their heart. Have healthy diet and stay hydrated. These age group, they don't have a habit of eating properly healthy food. So we need, as a parent, we need to have a healthy diet system, keeping them staying like hydrated, let them drink water at proper gap, have a system. Then exercise regularly. I know when I say exercise, we don't have time. When I say meditation, we don't have time. It will not take merely 5 to 10 minutes if you can go with 2-3 rounds of Surya Namaskar. If you can just count your breath for 1 minute, just to calm yourself. And when I say take a good sleep, I know nowadays kids are busy with their mobile, they are waking up at night and not possible to get up in the morning very quickly. But whenever you're sleeping, keep your mobile aside and have a good sleep here. And a parent's responsibility increases that they should take care the child is going on the bed on time here. Make bond with the family and friend because they are hesitant to share anything with the family and friend. They can get in touch with someone on social media and they can share their information there, share the trust issue. So your family kindly understand your child's nature, the way he or she behaves and try to bond with them. Have a Sunday time, lunch together, maybe dinner together. Have a time where you, your child can walk and discuss the thing under the sun, which is possible to share with them. Share your past experiences, your childhood, your youngerhood with them so that they will understand that my father, my mother also went through the same situation and they overcome it. So they will feel lighter and they will feel bonding also with you very quickly. Control your mood with different techniques. Here, as I told you, the child gets anger. So you have to maintain the diary. Note down when your mood is not good, why your mood is not good, why you're feeling fear or why you're feeling I'm not able to study properly. Have a schedule. Prepare a schedule. Jot down your 24 hours and see where you can fit in what. Actually, we never understand that we have 24 hours and how we always say we don't have time, we don't have time. So here we need to maintain a diary. Take deep breath when you are anxious, when you are angry, when you are not in good mood, when you're too happy. Be away from unwanted situation. We want to help our friend, we want to help our neighbor, and we stuck into the situation which is not required. Because my friend has a fight with another friend, so I will try to resolve it. Be away from the situation. Helping friend to a certain extent is fine, but again, keeping yourself engaged in situation is not good. So keep yourself away where you will feel that you will be anxious or you will be at distress here. Okay, accept your emotions. If you are feeling low today, perfectly fine. You are human being. You can feel low, you can feel very excited, purely fine. You should not try to hide your emotions. Regulation, not repression. Never, not in a hyper way, in a right way. Now you have to know your distraction. Dear students, dear parent, understand the distraction. The first distraction is procrastination. कल करेंगे, बाद में करेंगे, अभी इसकी जरूरत नहीं है, अभी ये आज का जरूरी है, ये खत्म करते, not right. The way we procrastinate, things start getting piling up, and then one day we have to finish that, this way or that way. So if homework is there, try to complete it on time. Be a smart worker, not a hard worker. Try to see how you can cover up your chapters on time. Make a easy notes, highlight the words, try to by heart that. Harder subjects in the morning, easier subject in the evening. Plan and do it properly. Comparison, parent, student and my teachers, do not compare to child. They both are different. Both the children are different in nature. Their family background is different. Their thinking process, their psychology, their society living, all is different. So please do not compare it. Then tardiness. If we are not tidy, if we are not keeping our work systematically, if we will not prepare a schedule, what will happen? We will do non-important work before and all the important works are pending here. Okay. Again, use technology precisely. I never believe in telling students not to use mobile or laptop or any social media. Use it. You are young generation, you are then perfectly use it, but again, precisely. Technology should not use you. You should use technology properly. It is very important. You should not be engrossed in watching YouTube video or preparing reel. Do it perfectly fine. Make reel, make TikTok. But again, what is important? Use it precisely. Have fixed screen time. Be alert and aware. The technology should not drive you away from your goals and targets in your life. For that, you have to be very much clear about your goals in your life. Time management. It is for everyone. Unless we will design our 24 hours, we will never be able to achieve our goals in our life. When I say goal, it doesn't mean that I am 60 plus, so I don't have goal. Everyone is having 24 hours and that they have to use it very precisely, that it should be fruitful. So plan your day in advance. Like your mama keeps bag and everything ready for tomorrow's office. You have to keep your bags ready, uniform ready, tomorrow's homework, what I have to submit, what I have to complete it. Make a schedule and plan it accordingly. Keep a diary. I will advise to everyone, a small kid of grade 1 also can maintain a diary. It will make them aware that what is scheduled and how they have to finish it. I've seen a young kids, they write in their notebook that what homework they have to do it, what information they have to share with their mother, and what projects they have to complete it. Beautifully done. So please maintain a diary. Again, remove distraction. As I told you, mobile is not only distraction. Many distractions are there. I am unnecessarily engaging myself in friends' problem or what is happening in my neighborhood. Okay, शादी में जाना है तो 3 दिन पहले से क्या पहनना है? I am wasting my time on unnecessary things. When you're devoting your time to particular work, devote it properly. Do not drag it unnecessarily, which is very important. Again, Eat the Frog, a very famous book which follows 80-20 formula, 80-20 rule. The book Eat the Frog says that we consume 80% of our time for the time required for 20% of our work. हम अपना ज्यादा समय उस काम में डाल देते हैं जो काम इम्पोर्टेंट नहीं है. फिर हमारे पास जो बचा हुआ इंपॉर्टेंट काम है उसके लिए एनर्जी ही नहीं बचती है. Always prioritize your work. And parents, if you are listening to me, you can buy this book for your kid. I am not promoting it, but again, it's very beautiful book, teaching you what is time management. So always follow 80-20 rule. Important work first and non-important work in the second part. So in case you are not able to complete your work, non-important work can go for next day, but important work will finish on time. Have a watch on your child also, that your child should also follow this 80-20 formula in his or her life. Know your body clock. No two child is same, no two personalities are same. Everyone is having different body clock. I like to read at night, someone like to read at early morning. Understand your body clock. I am very good mood in the morning, I can read 2-3 chapters. I can do it in the afternoon, I can do it in the evening. पेरेंट्स डू नॉट कंपेयर. देखो उनका बेटा सुबह उठ के पढ़ता है तो आपको भी उठ के पढ़ना है. नॉट राइट. Everyone is having their own schedule, but only their sleep schedule should be properly maintained. That you have to keep in mind. Know your body clock and accordingly design your study pattern, your lifestyle, and keep a time for your leisure activities also, reading time, entertainment time, and me time also. Family first. Because I have observed that these teenagers, they feel that they are always compared. Not true. Believe me, the people who are telling you that you have to do this, that, they are more concerned about you. Family gives you unconditional love and support, security, and they are more worried for you than you. Hope, care, culture, ethics. We learn everything from the family. When we say namaste, we have learned something from my father, my mother, my uncle and aunt. Respect that. We always say my uncle tells me to study, or my father always comes home from the office and asks me, "Aaj kya padhai kiya?" They are doing for your betterment because they have gone through this situation and now they understand life better than you. Trust them, believe them. They love you unconditionally, and believe me, your family will be first and last who will stand for you when you need them the most and when you are in trouble also. So family first, family last, family is everyone for you. Keep this in mind. Now, some of the tips for teachers here, because we have seen that they get distracted very easily. So here we have to help them to develop their academics, because we know that they fall under which category, whether they are average student, whether they are very quick learner. Accordingly, help them to learn their academics. Let them develop their social skills because they are socially distracted. They have different mood swings, so they want to distract themselves from the different social situation. Try to build them. Give them chance in the class to speak up. Give them lead in the discussion and all, where they can cooperate with each other and express themselves. Then increase self-awareness. Most of the teens are not self-aware. They are body shamed, they are shy, and they don't believe that they should share their emotions with others, share their feelings with others. Others will laugh at me, they will not understand this. Give them free hand to express themselves. It is very important. Increase self-control. Once we will tell them how to balance their emotion, they will start controlling their emotions also, which is very important. And increase self-esteem. Once they will start loving themselves, they will start respecting them. They will feel that some issue is missing here. Now, how to help a student to handle their different behavior? Children need to be refocused on the importance of physical activity, sports, arts, and creativity. See, very common statement is there that Jack will be. Please, parent, understand. Studies are not only important thing. Physical activities, playing, reading, writing, roaming with the friend also is one of the best thing to let child refocus again in their main aim. 99% will not achieve your child growth in the life, but again, socially active, physical activity, creative child will do wonder in their life. And believe me, they will become what they want to become. Do not force them. Just guide them properly, which is very important here. Make friends, learn social skills. Hello, hi, how to speak where, what to speak where, what are the respects of each group, and where to communicate what. It is very important. So when you are in the peer group, everyone is having prominent role in the peer group. Very important. Help them open up. Parent, teachers, help them open up and communicate. There is a distance. between parent, teacher, and student because they are not able to communicate. Give them chance. Let them open up and speak. If at all you feel the child is not telling right thing, listen. Empathy is required here. They should be heard properly before we can guide them what is right and what is wrong here. Then parent need to keep a separate zone where child is studying. Maybe I'm in one arcade, one corner in the bed also, where a child can put posters of his favorite cricketer, life skills, good thought, a small table, study table, folded one, a corner to keep his or her book. Once they sit in the corner where they are comfortable, they will study properly. And tell your child to get a digital detox. Again, as I told you, when the child is using screen, don't tell them to study. And when the child is studying, don't allow the mobile or TV or any kind of distraction during that time. Very important. And last but not the least, they should not keep mobile near their head before sleeping. In the morning, the first thing they should not pick up mobile, which is very important. Because as a grown-up, we are doing the same thing. First thing we see, oh, what message has come, what work we have to do it. Let your child don't fall into this trap. Very important. Time management should be balanced with giving equal time to rest, nourish own body. We can work 24 hours, but that will be never sufficient because there will be always tomorrow. And tomorrow always says new hope, new work, and new dreams. So there should be a stop. There should be a situation the child should feel, okay, today I will stop here. Suppose I have planned 2 chapters, I could not do it. Tomorrow, definitely I will do it. No procrastination I'm talking here. I'm talking about body also need rest. If you're going to force yourself to study and finish it, your body will not accept, your mind will not accept, and that will be merely sitting in front of book and not studying. Believe that. Try to understand your body clock for that. Smile because you are unique very much. Everyone loves you very much because you love yourself. You are very unique and you will do wonder in your life. You will believe in yourself. That's it. Thank you for today.
Thank you so much, Chandrakala ma'am. I'm sure you have gone through all the stakeholders, not only educators, right from the parents, educators, students, so that each one, whoever is present here, will definitely benefit from this. And as you said, all these we might be doing it also. It's not that everything is possible also for everybody, but unknowingly or knowingly we might be doing it. But then yet now let's become aware of whatever has to be done by each stakeholder so that it benefits the students on the whole. Thank you so much, ma'am, for your wonderful note.
Any question, parent?
Yeah, now the session is open for question answers. Anybody has any questions, please? Anyone? Teachers? Teachers, parents, anybody?
I would just like to share something. The presentation was very crisp, very systematic and well organized. Okay, and as Uma madam said, it was meant for all stakeholders. It covered. What I would also like to add, with your permission, Chandrakala madam,
Ma'am,
when
over
we
to you,
talk
please.
of digital detox concept that is just, it's emerging, it's an emerging concept. But then I read somewhere that they reward the children who can sustain for a longer time without using their digital devices. Say you're only allowed to use for 2 hours a day. And you tell them that if you use for 2 hours a day, only I'm going to give you this X. It's a bargaining concept, of course, but trying to do away with the device, because today, it has become more, an ailment, even for elders as well as youngsters. We too have it, as you said, early in the morning, the first thing that we do is look into our mobile. But we have a different purpose, probably. The children don't understand. So I read this, where they were, rewarding people. Okay, so that probably could be extended even in the family, since parents are also there sitting around. That's one of my suggestions, but a beautiful presentation.
Thank you, ma'am. And it is very close to my heart. This is the 3rd session I am taking on mental health and these issues. But again, we need to raise this issue. We need to understand. अगर हम ऐसा सोचते हैं हमारे बच्चे वैसे नहीं है और हमारे घर में ऐसा नहीं होता है, रॉन्ग है। ये हर जगह हो रहा है, ये आपकी मेरे किसी के साथ भी हो रहा है, हमारा मूड भी स्विंग हो रहा है। तो कहीं ना कहीं हमें इसको कंट्रोल करने की जरूरत है। एंगर showing resistance will really not help. They are a tip of anger. They can do anything if you are going to shout at them. Understand that. Love and care will only help them to grow. The more you're going to shout or get anger, they are going to distract from yourself and they are going in the wrong direction. Maybe through social media, sharing information, sharing photos, sharing emotions, which is not correct. You are the one who is always needed to them. Understand that. Maybe your child is 5-year-old, issue will be the same because condition is not going to improve, it is going to be worsened in next 5 to 10 years. Be alert, parent. Very important issue. Be alert.
Yes, ma'am. Rightly said. One scolding and shouting does not help. One needs to go to the basic cause, the root cause of that behavior, and only then something can be achieved. Very well said that.
Hello.
Kulkarni ma'am, you want to speak something?
Yeah, I just want to add a few things. As Ambujam ma'am said, detoxing of the media, and that is very essential. And I think family time is very important for the children as parents. Like we should involve with the children, like reading time, having dinner together, then having weekly outings with the children. Although when they are in teenage, they do not like to participate with the parents, but we could take them to some places where they love to be, So that is, I feel that is also important. And when I was teaching in school, I had one experience where a child was very unruly, and he used to always try to rebel to whatever I used to say. Then he was given certain responsibilities to carry out during the class or in the assembly or in the playground. So giving some responsibilities to such children I think they would bring them to the proper channel, and they realize the importance of having the responsibility to do certain things. So I thought I could add on these two things.
Very true, ma'am. Kulkarni ma'am said that family plays important. Parents are always role models. So we have to be the guiding source for them always.
It was a nice session. I was recollecting whatever I used to do, when I used to face such situations in the classroom, and also while bringing up my children,
Ma'am, 2 questions are put. Can I answer that?
Yes, please. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Yatvik ji, you have asked that your child is learning from other. Definitely, if child is learning from other in one day, child should learn very much behavior from home on regular basis. It happens. I have observed. A young kid copies other friend. Maybe I have seen that they give better also because some of friend is telling so. Here we need to control the behavior of our child. Because I have seen 2 parents start fighting because their kids are fighting with each other. That will not solve our problem. Blame them will never help. Because what will happen? Ultimately, we need to improve the behavior of my child. If at all I am concerned about other person's child also, but it will not help me. I need to make my child understand what is right, what is wrong. And when things are not happening in my head, definitely this behavior will be temporary. The child will come back to the natural behavior which is there at home. Very true. One more ma'am has asked the question that she gets angry when she teaches. Or maybe how should I control my anger in the class where students misbehave? That is why we are teachers. We have to control our behavior very, very much because children learn from us. We get angry. We feel like, oh, we should hit them. We should punish them. And I have seen teachers punish them, go out of the class. Will it solve the matter? Child will enjoy more outside the class. And child will do, okay, tomorrow I'm going to trouble you more. and let me send again out of the class. That is not a solution. So what I tell, give them more homework, let them sit with you, let them have a chat with you, have a tiffin together with that child. Understand that child. It happened with me. One child was troubling teacher in the grade 12. And then teachers told me, ma'am, that child is not under control. And I got very angry. I said, send in my cabin. Today I will see how the child is not behaving properly. And when the child came in my cabin, the child was having not a single fear that ma'am is going to scold me. Very smiley child came and sat next to me. I took out scale. I said, क्यों मस्ती करते हो? वो तो मुझे अच्छा लगता है ना मैम. See, they are very innocent. So here we need to understand that their behavior is not their behavior, what they are learning from their surrounding. If punishing will help, they will do more. And what they will believe, if anyone is going to do wrong, they will get this kind of, see, wrong, they are not doing wrong. It is their natural behavior. As I told you, kids are very, very innocent. They don't understand that. Try to control your anger. You're grown up, ma'am. And if you feel it is going out of your control, some kind of punishment where child will not get harm. Maybe write, sorry. Maybe I tell class students to decide the punishment. चलो इस बच्चे का क्या करना है, इसने आप लोगों के साथ ट्रबल किया है. मैम इसको हम लोग आज अपने साथ खेलने नहीं देंगे. Then he says sorry, ma'am, and then there is a change of behavior. Child don't like him or her to be away from society, from a group. They want to attach from that group, which is very important.
I'll just like to add a little over here. I'll just share what I normally used to do, and it used to work. Not necessarily it will work in every case. When sometimes the child is misbehaving in the class, like troubling others and also, I would say, there could be two reasons. Either you are not interested or you already know what is being taught. So I take it for granted you already know what is being taught. So for a change today, I would like to rest. Why don't you come out and continue from where I have stopped? So sometimes the child would say, yes, ma'am. Sometimes, most of the times, 99% of the times, the child would say, no, ma'am, please continue. So you have to find your own ways and means depending upon the class, It cannot be one rule for everybody.
It do happen, ma'am, that child feels a teacher is shouting at me and child don't feel like coming back to school. It happened in my school. One of the nursery child, she was not ready to come to school because teacher just pulled her from the swing because she would have got hurt if she would have not done. The child was not ready to come. Both parents came to me and they said, my child is not ready to come. I allowed mother for 1 week to sit in the classroom. Believe me, after 1 week, that mother started praising teacher more because then she saw what kind of effort teachers are taking in the classroom. See, believe me, parent, we as a teacher do our best. We are the second mother, whether male or female, anyone is working, they take care of the children very properly. Punishing is never in our mind whenever we teach them or whenever we try to explain something if they are doing wrong. And we both will be on the same page. Child will never go wrong. Child will never learn wrong thing. This keep in mind. Punishment will not help us to solve the problem, but some kind of fruitful punishment where the child will learn that I should not do this again, which is very realization of mistake is very important. But insulting in front of other, punishing in front of other will aggravate the situation and they will try to do it more and more frequently here. I think we have to stop, ma'am, otherwise this discussion will continue.
More questions? Are there any more questions or any experience to be shared?
One question is there, ma'am. It happens in joint family. It happens that small room relatives are staying together. But again, your child learns to cope up by themselves, ma'am, because the child is living in joint family. So he or she understands what my uncle likes. My uncle don't like noisy place. So he will be in different place. And ma'am, as I told you, you are grown up. Child is not grown up. So somewhere you all understand and adjust. Yes, child will not adjust. Then we have to give this some me time. Take the child to park and make the child understand कि बेटा घर में सब joint family में सबके साथ चलना है. Important. Otherwise, come out of the situation. Don't put child into that situation where
Yes.
he or she is not able to come out by themselves. Family is always there with you, whether you fight with them, whether you don't fight with them. So child should not learn कि uncle auntie अच्छे नहीं है क्योंकि हम joint में रहते हैं, ये नहीं ठीक है, वो नहीं ठीक है. Don't give wrong notion about the family. Adjust and let the child also understand the situation of joint family, because your child is lucky if your child is living in joint family. Ask other child who are watching 4 walls in the home and no one is there to look after them except mobile and TV and laptop. In that case, if you're in joint family. Divya ma'am, very soon I am going to conduct a session with parents also.
Thank you so much, madam. It was me. Thank you so much, madam.
Thank you, Divya ma'am. We'll meet soon.
Anyone, any more questions? If there are no more questions, can we wind up? Some sort of hint to us that yes, we can wind up.
Yes.
A thumbs up or a yes in the chat box. Okay, there is a yes, ma'am, in the chat box. Okay, fine. Uma ma'am, that is your cue.
Yes, sure. Thank you. At the outset, let me sincerely thank the speaker for today, Mrs. Chandrakala Mishra, for such a valuable output, because this kind of a situation wherein, as you said, educators, parents, students, they face different trauma, which can be sorted out if they follow the system what has been given. I'm sure. Thank you so much for your valuable information. And I sincerely thank Ambujam ma'am, Parimala ma'am for your input as well, and Deepa Desai ma'am for your experience. I sincerely thank Deepa Desai ma'am and Dr. Suresh Nair for giving me this opportunity to host today's session. And I, not last but not the least, all of you who have been here and have been continuously thanking for the session, that you have learned something, you have definitely, there is a takeaway for everybody here. And also sincerely thank the technical team for their wonderful support. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Uma ma'am, for conducting a wonderful session.
You're most welcome.
Thank you, Chandrakala ma'am, for your session, with so much of which added really value to our center. As I said, we are in the process of asking people, and we share what we know, we would like others also to share what they know. And thank you for sharing with us your valuable insight on a very, very important topic, which really needs to be addressed. Thank you so much, ma'am. And thank you, everybody.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
I take it. Thank you very much.
I'll end the meeting. Okay.
Yes.